Hare Krishna. Hello everyone, very good evening. I can see many of you are here, Ashika, Mayank, Mudit, and before that I can see Sushma, Vivek, Tilakraj, Prithvi, Pritish. Very good evening everyone. Hello Tejaswini, Ashish. Okay, so the agenda for the day is data interpretation and we are going to solve a lot of questions. So as in the earlier sessions, we had many other sessions as well before and we were talking about LRDI, right? Normally they have logical reasoning and with bit mathematics. But today we are going to have majorly data interpretation only. That is a major difference. Hare Krishna there, Rahi. So there's a major difference. We are going to talk about data interpretation today, right? And data interpretation means calculations, right? There would be calculations and whenever required, you are allowed to use calculator. Okay? And how many hours and how many sets? So as always, we have been doing in these sessions. So we'll targeting to solve 2 sets and around 1.5 hours, right? Right? Not more than 1.5 hours. That would be our limit. I hope that satisfies Tejaswini. And LRDI कैसे और कहाँ से prepare करना है please बता दीजिए for 26. Grand Marble Science City, that LRDI कहाँ से prepare करना है. So I hope you must have joined. If you haven't joined anywhere, I would suggest that join in any of the courses, and that you will be getting a guideline, right? In iQuanta, what we do, we start with the basic part, we discuss all the kind of things, and gradually have a lot of practice material, static practice material and dynamic practice material. You have a sort of assignments, and finally it is recommended for everyone, all of those who are going to attempt 25 as well as 26. So the final thing which you certainly must practice and must revise, that is previous year's questions. Okay? And of course event like this are just to brush up all the things. So that's what. Okay. So it says ek shlok ho jaye. Okay. It's good you reminded me of shloka, and there's a very nice shloka in Bhagavad Gita, शायद हमने पहले भी बोला हो, that how your attention should be single pointed, focus pointed. I remember, I think today or tomorrow, yesterday, a lot of students asked so many queries. So ये भी करूं, वो भी करूं, वो भी करूं, क्या करूं, कैसे करूं. So you have to have single pointed focus. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि एके ह करुनंदना. व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि, व्यवसायात्मिका means business minded. Your intelligence, buddhi should be focused, single focus. Eke ha kurunandana, it should be focused on one goal, right? One goal, one objective. Bahushakha hi anantascha samadhau na vidhiyate. If it is multi-branched, bahushakha, if you are having so many things, this is to be done, 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 then a lot of things are there, and certainly majority of them will be unfulfilled, right? And that will lead to frustration. So my request and my recommendation to all of you, as per the message received from Bhagavad Gita also, that have your focus clear, right? And for that matter, you should have limited study material, focus things, and just do that properly, 100%, with 100% efforts. Okay? So I will recite the shloka once again. Vyavasayatmika buddhi eke ha karunandana bahushakha hi anantascha samadhau na vidhiyate. So samadhau na vidhiyate. You will not be able to achieve perfection, and that will just lead to frustration. So agar frustration se bachna chahte ho, so limit your directions and be single pointed and achieve the success, right? So that's how you will be getting the blessings of the Supreme Lord also. Anyway, so let's proceed further. So Is PYQ enough for LRDI? Everything. PYQ is a source. Based on PYQ only, every study material has been devised by every institute, every author, everything. So PYQ is certainly the base, right? So there should not be any doubt about that. Okay? Okay, are we doing DI from basics to advanced in this live? No, Dia. So this is not a theory class. We are going to practice, and as I already mentioned, our duration is about 1.5 hours, maximum one up to it's 9 o'clock. So maximum to 10:30. Okay, maximum to 10:30 would be here, and our target is to solve 2 sets. And if you will be able to do that fast, then I have more sets also. Okay, that we shall see how do we proceed. Let's start now. Ashish, please do one more mock solving video. Your solving approach will help us too. Ashish, I think for that, I have no idea about that. I think make as a Sajjan sir or ALP sir ne pehle I think kiya tha, yeah, maybe others faculties also. I don't remember that. So anyhow, so whatever you feel that would be helpful for you, we are doing a lot of things. A lot of efforts are being put. And these sessions are also a product of that thing only. And I guess after this, if you will see this, yes, there's another series. UA 250. So there are going to be various nice questions with good solutions. So in every solution, every faculty has a part. I am also involved in that. But still, whatever is your specific requirement, I would suggest that tag our team members there. They will certainly arrange all the things. Fine. Okay. So let's start. हाँ अकुल ये पिछले साल की मिली हुई निकाल ली है. So I was said कि ये पहन लो आज. तो ठीक है भाई पहन लेते हैं. Shardul, as you haven't seen him for long, I also, I don't have any other information other than that. Okay, but yes, that indicates it clearly, obviously. Okay, let's start now. Let's start. So, ready for the sets? Everyone, ready? So, some of the sets may be easy, some of the sets may be tricky, some of the sets you may be already familiar with. हो सकता है आप बोलो अरे ये तो वहां पे आया था, अरे ये वहां पे आया था, ऐसा हो सकता है, right? But still, I'm sure you don't remember any of the answers. You don't remember exactly the values. You will have to solve it again. So please solve the set on your own and in as minimum time as possible. And after that, we shall discuss it together. Okay? I'm showing you the first set for today's session, and here it is. There is the information before you, and there are questions based on this in the further slides. I think 4 or 5 questions are there. So I'm giving you, as always, 10 minutes. That is more than sufficient, I guess. It's 21:10 in my system. 21:10 and 21:20. That is the lengthiest time. I'm sure you will be able to do it in much less time. Now, please don't just write your answers. No other comments are required. Fine. Yes, who have just joined, welcome everyone. Start solving. I'm showing you the questions, so you can take screenshot, or you can of course scroll through your video bar as well. Question 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 5 questions. You have 5 more minutes now. Those who have done can post the answers. And I have shown all the questions repeatedly. So you can just slide your video tab, and you can navigate through all the questions. There are 5 questions here. Okay, our 10-minute time is almost up. I can see few answers by Tejaswini, Akul. Fine, Akul. Okay, I can see few answers by Ashika, and this is Kasturi. And others, who was there? Harsh Doshi and Ronit. You also said that done. You can also post your answers. Okay, I'm seeing there are many answers for the first question so far. Harsh has written the answer for first question. Pritish also. Okay, let's solve it together. Let's see. So I'm sure many of you are in the process, but let's do it together now. Okay, and those who are almost about to end, you can continue, no issue. So those who are stuck somewhere or in the just about to start or thinking how to start, let's solve it together, and please help me solve. So it says Elite Electronics was constructed to supply laptops to 3 different organizations. The purpose is to supply laptops and to 3 different organizations. The total number of laptops it had to deliver was 1200. Okay, so total 1200 laptops, 1200 laptops are to be delivered in तीनों को, right? Now 60% of which, that means 60% of 1200 कितना हो गया? It is 720. Yes, I already mentioned that, Shashank. ये तो वही डायलॉग है, मैं पहले बोल चुका हूं. yes, let's see here. So 60% of which, that is 720, right? 720 were to be delivered to organization C. So I can see here this organization name is as C. तो C को total कितने laptop deliver करने हैं? 60% of 1200, that is 720. Is that okay? Right? Okay. And the rest equally divided between organization A and B. तो A और B को बाकी बचे हुए equally distribute करने, right? They are to be distributed equally. So how many are remaining? 60% are gone, so remaining is 40%, that is 20% each, right? 20% each. So 20% of 1200 would be 240, right? So 240 for organization A and 240 for organization B. Okay, so I have read till this point only, and we have noted down these values. I hope it is very clear. Fine. आगे बढ़ते हैं. So it says laptops could be of either standard performance, it is called as, it is mentioned here, standard performance, or high performance. तो ठीक है, इसके अलावा यहाँ पे H भी है. So let me write that as well. तो लिख लेते हैं. So S and H also. Okay. Same way, and come with either basic storage, that is mentioned here B, or enhanced storage. तो इसके अलावा E भी है, enhanced storage, right? तो basic storage, enhanced storage, standard performance, high performance. Okay, these are different versions. Fine. So what is being mentioned about that? Hence, there are 4 types of laptops. SB, so we are having combinations SB, SE, right? SB, SE, same way HB and HE. Fine. So this is mentioned here. There are 4 varieties total. There are 4 combinations possible. That's fine. Now it says partial information about the proportions of standard performance and basic storage laptops ordered by 3 organizations is given below. Now proportion in a way ratios, right? लेकिन ratio with whom? So that is to be seen. So standard performance S का proportion दिया है और basic storage वालों का proportion दिया है. But with what this with what parameter these ratios are given? Can you understand that? Standard performance S का proportion दिया है A के लिए 0.7. What does it mean? Where is the remaining 0.3? किसके साथ proportion दिया है? This proportion is with H. Right? So this is the proportion with H. That means if S is 0.7, then H is 0.3 remaining part. Is it clear? So that was the only thing to be understood, and if the moment you understand that, it is very simple thing, right? Now this is 0.7 and 0.3 S and H, and that is of total which part? Total 240 laptops. So out of total 240 laptops which are to be delivered to organization A, so out of that 0.7 part should be of standard performance and 0.3 part should be of high performance, right? So let's calculate these values. We can find out very easily. So 240 का 0.7 कितना होगा भाई? जल्दी से मल्टीप्लाई करो. 0.7 7 28 168. isn't it? This is 168. So this comes out to be 168. S value is 168. Remaining would be H. H will write afterwards, no problem. मैं दूसरे कलर से लिखना चाह रहा हूं, उसको लिख लेते हैं साथ साथ. चलो, तो H would be how much? Remaining part would be 240 minus 168. That is 30% of this 72. ठीक है ना? Okay, let's proceed further. And same way here, if I talk about, so 45% of 240 or 0.45 and 0.55. So 0.45 of 240 कितना हो गया? 50% is 120. 120 में से 12 लेस कर देते हैं. 120 में से 12 लेस किया, that is 108. ठीक है ना? And remaining 132. 132 belong to high performance. And also we have total value. We do not have this distribution for C, but we have this total value. So total the 1200 थे ना? Total laptops were delivered, there were 1200. So out of 1200, 0.47 belongs to standard performance. Kitna hua 0.47? Please calculate this. I just need to multiply these two values. So 12 fours are 480, 480 and 12 sevens are 84. So 480 and 84, that will be 564, right? This total is 564. Nice, thank you. And because this is 564, we can easily figure out this value also, because some of these three should be 564, hai na? 8, 8, 16 and 8, 24 ka 4, 2 carry, 2 and 6, 8, 8 and 8 would be 16 ka 6, 1 carry, 1 and 1, 2 and 1, 3, 3 and 2 would be 5. This comes out to be 288. Okay? Excellent, excellent. So, of course, now this is 564, so remaining would be of high performance. Let's calculate that value as well. So, we'll be having these two values as also. So, 1200 में से 564 less किया तो कितना बचा? 700 में से तो that is 636, right? This is 636, and you can calculate this value also, because some of these three should be 636. 2 and 2 4 and 2 would be 6, and then 7 and 3 10, 10 plus 3 would be 13 ka 3, 1 carry, 1 and 1 2, 2 and 4 would make it 436. Excellent. So the thing which we have done with this standard performance and high performance part, similar exercise is to be done with basic storage and extended storage or enhanced storage. Okay, so let's do that. So right now we do not have any value for A, but we have these values for this part. So basically the distribution of this total laptops to be delivered to this organization has been done in two different ways. Standard performance, high performance, that proportion was given, and same way basic storage and enhanced storage, that proportion is given. So let's start with this part now. Let's start with this part. So 0.4 of 240 कितना हो जाएगा? 96. Here it would be how much? 0.55 of 720. That means 360 plus 36, that is 396. Check कर लेना भाई, कुछ गड़बड़ तो नहीं है ना? It's okay. Hi, simple calculations. There is simple calculations. This is not that difficult. Simple calculation, basic. I have not used calculator. I am doing manually in front of you. Now 1200 में से 48% करना है, तो 50 में से 2% कम कर लेंगे. 2% would be 24. तो 600 में से 2, तो 576. Is it fine? I hope that's okay. ठीक है ना? Okay. And now some of these three values should have been 576. So we can figure out its value for A as well. So 6 और 6 12 और 4 16 का 6 1 carry. And then that makes it 9 and 1 10 and 9 19. 19 plus 8 would be 27 ka 7 and 2 carry. 2 and 3 5, that's it. So 84 it is. So now we can figure out the remaining values also. So because this was total 240, तो 240 में से 84 चला गया, तो remaining कितना बचा? 140 and 16, 156. Same way here it comes out to be how much? Hundreds के बाद 140 and 4, that is 144. And same way this total should be 720. तो 720 में से 400 तो चला गया, 320 हो जाता 324. And same way this is 624. So we have figured out all the values here. Is that fine? So that was basic calculation, and as I said earlier also, the only point was that to understand what does this proportion mean. So this proportion, that fraction here given here is, this decimal is given here with respect to the two kind of laptops in terms of performance. So standard performance and high performance, so that is their proportion. So that's how we figure out these values, because total laptops are 240 and 240 and 720 and so on. Same way, so this proportion regarding this is regarding the storage, the basic storage and enhanced storage. So the moment you understand that, we can figure out all these values as well. Anyhow, so we still are unaware about the combinations of these four types, right? Because out of this standard performance, let's say if I talk about this 168, so in 168 में से there could be some laptops जो कि basic storage वाले होंगे, कुछ enhanced वाले होंगे. Right now we don't know about that. ठीक है, let's see the questions now. Don't need to calculate SVSV. Yes, Tejaswini, that's what I mentioned. So I don't have any information about that yet. So that was the given information. So now that will be seen from the questions. Isn't it, Tejaswini? So that will be seen from the questions. So if we get any clue about the distribution of these laptops in terms of storage and same way distribution of these laptops in terms of their performances. Fine. So that's how we'll be able to find out these numbers if possible. Otherwise, with this given data, we are able to decode so much. Aage chale. Let's see the questions. Okay, Mudit says something. We did that. Yes, fine. Okay, let's move to the questions one by one. So, of course, we need to come back to this table repeatedly. I think मैं इसको वहाँ पे shift कर लेता हूँ. Okay, let's see the first question. So, here's the first question. It says, how many high performance laptops were to be delivered to organization C? That's simple. तो हमें H वाले बताने हैं, right? Only H वाले C के लिए. Let's check the table. तो H वाले बताने हैं C के लिए. It is 432, right? 432. Directly we can answer very easily. So answer is obviously option B. Many of you have written that. I could see the answers mentioned by you. So this is very easily we can answer. Next question. How many enhanced storage E वाले बताने हैं, right? Were required to be delivered to organization A. तो E वाले A के लिए company organization A के लिए E वाले laptop. Let's see. So E वाले laptop for organization A, that is 156, right? This is 156. So let's check from the options. Yes, option D is very clearly the right answer. Right? So very simple questions. So provided you understand what is given, what is being asked, we can answer the questions very easily. But if we will be asked about the combinations, that may be calculative again. But at least these two questions were very fast to be done. Is it okay? ठीक चल रहा है ना? Let's move further. Let's move further to the third question now. Okay, it says, for organization B, if 50% of the basic storage, B वाले जो थे, were of standard performance, they are standard S performance. So what was the difference between the number of SC and HE laptops to be? Okay, now it is talking about the combinations. So अब क्या करें इसके अंदर? We know that we have this standard performance and high performance. Let me write that. So in terms of performance, we have these two qualities, standard and high. Let me write standard and high. Okay, and in terms of this storage, we again have two kind of laptops, basic or enhanced storage. So basic B and enhanced is E, right? And right now we know the total distribution, है ना? So let's figure out that first. We are talking about the organization B. So whatever values we have calculated, let me put them first. After that, we will see what it is asking. So organization B के लिए, we are talking about these values. So S और H में we have 108 and 132. So S और H में 108, 132. 108, 132. Okay, this is total is 108. This total is 132. Fine. Same way, let's see these values also for B and E. So for organization B, it is for B and E, it is 96 and 144. 96 and 144. So this is 96 and 144. Fine so far. So I've just put those values which were already mentioned there. So let's see what is to be done now. Now further it is mentioned here that if 50% of the basic storage, so storage वाले जो basic ये 96 है, out of this 96, 50% that is 48 were of standard performance. So 48 यहाँ पे आने वाले हैं, right? So that is being mentioned here. So out of this 96, 50% that is 48 were of standard performance. So in terms of performance, they belong to the standard part. So 48. So 48 यहाँ पे है तो ये 48 बचे. We can figure out all the four values now, right? So अब ये total was 132. So we can figure out this value as well. कितना बचेगा ये? तो 32 तो उड़ा दिया, बचा 16. तो 16 less than that is 84, right? And same way this total was 144. So 84 गया तो कितना बचा? 60. So we have got the entire distribution. I hope it is very clear. So Pushkar Gholab ji is asking, I am confused as to why did we distribute the values in this manner? 1200 को standard and high performance में भी distribute किया और फिर से basic and enhanced में भी वही confused हूँ. Exactly, that's why I mentioned Pushkar. You need to understand what is the meaning of this proportions. So proportions given here, standard performance 0.7, what it is? It is proportion with regard to the other kind of performance that is high. That's why I said okay, this is S is to H. Same way this is B is to E. Right? And their total is 1. So 0.7 either, the 0.3 either. That's how we have distributed. and their combination now we are able to solve because of this extra information. That's it. Now let's see the questions. Let's see the questions. Okay, Mudit, वैसे तो आप बात आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, but still I would suggest don't leave the topic. It's very interesting and very मजेदार topic. कभी आएगा तो करके दिखाएंगे, ठीक है ना? But it's not to be left. Anyway, come back here. So what is the question? So this is the situation. So we got all these values. Now question is asking what was the difference between the number of SE and HE? SE matlab this one and HE matlab this one, right? So you are looking for the difference between them, SE and HE. So SE and HE laptops ka difference to be delivered to organization B. So thus just that difference is to be calculated. You can do that very easily, isn't it? Yes, 24 is the right answer, exactly. So the whole point was to understand the given information properly. If you are able to do that, it's very simple. It's very simple. So yes, this answer here is the difference of these two values, and that comes out to be 24. So answer to this question is clearly 84 minus 60, that is 24. Okay? So this was the third question, I guess. Let's move further. Elite cricket knowledge, भैया आपने देखा हुआ है, मैंने नहीं देखा हुआ. I told you after practicing a lot ना. By the way, this is a very nice thing, you know. You are able to recall कहीं देखा है, शायद PYQ है या ये है या वो है and so on. So it is a very good thing that shows that you have solved good amount of questions. So congratulations to all of you. And the benefit of that this thing is that that you will be able to have a sense that how to approach the question. Okay. Saloni Singh, calculation based set could be the first to prefer or like second, third. You are asking this, Saloni, that question mark shows that. So it entirely depends upon the calculation and your understanding, Saloni. So in this case, if you are able to figure the basic part out, it's a simple thing and very basic numbers, not very typical numbers, and also you are having calculator, so no issues. So this could be one of the first set. Why not? है ना? And but if their calculations are too lengthy and you are unable to figure out कि भाई करना क्या है, right? In that case, maybe you should not waste time on even seeing that set. ठीक है? Okay, I hope that satisfies you. अब आगे चलते हैं. So this was third question. I'm moving to the next question. This is the fourth one now. It says, again, it's talking about the combination. So certainly we need some extra information. So it says, suppose that an SB laptop costs as much as an HB laptop. Okay. So they are of equal cost. Basically, it's talking about cost now. We had figured out the number of laptops of each category, each type individually, but not combination. The number of laptops only, but it is talking about the cost now. So SB laptop ka cost. So cost of SB laptop is equal to cost of HB laptop. ठीक है? But 4/7 of the price of an HE laptop. तो HE laptop का जो cost है, cost of an HE laptop इसका 4/7 of the price of an HE laptop. अच्छा, ये आपस में तीनों equal है, fine. So all these three are equal like this. The cost of HB laptop is same as that of cost of SB laptop, and it is equal to 4/7 of cost of HE laptop. Fine, that is given here. Now, wait. So now HE laptop costs ₹100 more than SE laptop. So cost of HE laptop minus cost of SE laptop is 100, because it is clearly given that cost of HE laptop costs 100 more than SE, okay, and the latter cost will be 600. So basically we got all the values, isn't it? We got all the values exactly. Before reading further, let's figure out the cost. So the latter cost 600. Latter is which one? Latter मतलब बाद वाला, right? Former मतलब पहले वाला, latter मतलब बाद वाला. यानी कि SE laptop cost 600. तो SE laptop जो है वो 600 का है. If SE laptop is of 600, can you tell me the price of HE? Of course, it should be 700. Now is HE का 4/7, that is 400. So these two cost 400 each. So basically we got the cost price of each kind of the four combinations. Is that fine? Is it okay? ठीक है ना? Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. So far we are right till this point. Now it says if 2/7 of the basic storage laptops. Now it's talking only about the basic storage. If 27 of the basic storage laptops delivered to organization A were of high performance variety, what was the total bill for organization A? So of course we need to have the this distribution of all the 4 kinds for organization A. So let's write that, organization A, and again we need to have the distribution of all these kind of things. So based on performance, as we had made the table on the basis of performance and storage for organization B in the previous question. So this time we are going to do the same task for organization A. So in terms of performance, we have S and H, standard performance and high performance. And in terms of storage, we have basic and enhanced. So basic and enhanced storage. So what are their total numbers that we already know? Let's check that from the previous given information. So for organization A, I want these values. Yes, here it is. For organization A, so in terms of S and H, it is 168 and 72, right? S and H 168, 72. S and H is 168 and 72. ठीक है ना? And let's get the values for the other part. So for A it was 168, 72 here, SH, and B and E it is 84 and 156. 84 and 156. So for B it is 84 and here it is 156. Okay, so now this is the given part. Now what it is asking, let me see. So it says that if 2/7 of the basic storage laptop, तो basic storage वाले जो हैं उसका 2/7 of this would be how much? 24, right? 2/7 of this is 24. Now 24 laptops of this basic storage were of high performance. So 24 comes here. If this is 24 and this is 60, and of course we can figure out other values also. This is 108 and this comes out to be 48. So again we have got all the number of laptops of each kind and their prices are also known to us already. So question is, what was the total bill for organization A? So we just need to multiply these values with the respective course and we are to add the total. Yes, many of you have already done that. Very nice. I can see Tejaswini, Riddhi and others also. If you haven't done yet, you do it right now. We have all the values. We have all the values already. Let me write that. I'm writing the prices here only for your ease. SB kahan hai? SB ka price 400. Which is prices 400. So just multiply these two values. कितना आएगा? 7 कर लेते ना. 6 for the 24. This is 24,000. Right? And HB ये रहा. It is also 400. Very nice. तो सीधा ही कर लेते फिर. Anyway, तो 24, 48, 96. So this is 960. कितना बना? 9600. ठीक है ना? Yes, 9600. So 9600. This was 24,000 here. Okay, and then SE is here. SE is 600. This is priced at 600. So last में तो 2 0 आएंगे तो 64800. So 64800, 64,800. And finally for this HE is here. That costs 700. Just multiply these values as well. तो last में तो 2 0 आएंगी ही. And 7 times 48 जब आप करेंगे, 7 8 is 56, 5 carry, 7 4 is 28 and 5 33. 7 is 28. Yes, fine. So just add these values. So last two places are 0 0 and 6 and 6 12 and 8. 12 and 8 is 20, 0 2 carry, 2 and 4 6, 6 and 9 15, 15 and 7. 15 and 7 22, 2 carry 2, 2 and 2 4, 4 and 6 10 and 3 13. Yes, it is 1,32,000. That's fine. Good. Yes, many of you already done. Very nice. Is it you or is this really easy? दिया झलक, is it you or मैं आसान हूं? अच्छा, आप बोल रही है कि मैं कर रहा हूं इसलिए आसान लग रहा है. नहीं दिया, I told you. You just need to figure out that part कि what does this given data mean? बाकी आप सब लोग कर रहे हो भाई, मैं क्या कर रहा हूं? I'm not doing anything. Only you are pointing me out. I'm just doing the same thing, right? It is actually easy. It is actually easy. And yes, it is my job actually to show it as easy to you. By the way, Elite Cricket Knowledge has done his R&D and he has figured out it's from iCat 6. Oh, maybe. Okay, let's check the last question. Let's check out the last question mentioned here. It says, how many high performance laptops? Now it's only asking about high performance, only H. It's not the combination, it's only H, right? So how many H were to be delivered to organization C? It's a straightforward question. Without spending time, we could have answered it very quickly, right? So H वाले C को कितने deliver करने थे? Let's check out. So H वाले C को, H वाले C को, H वाले C को, here it is. H वाले और C के लिए it's 432, right? H वाले C को. I think this question is repeated क्या? This is repeated question. It is repeated question. The 4 question only. It's repeated question. So 432 is the answer. Right. This was a repeated question. So there were only 4 questions. This question was repeated. This was same as the first one. Yes, this is the same as the first one. Anyhow, so this course set was not that difficult provided you understand the language properly. ठीक है? हाँ, yes तेजस्विनी. खैर, अभी मैंने भी आपको समझाने के लिए हमने सारी बात ही डिस्कस की है, but that was sufficient ना? Unnecessary क्यों काम करना है? अच्छा, I think तेजस्विनी you may have spent time on this part. So when it is required, then we are doing it. Otherwise, the information is not given. So what to talk about that? ठीक है, आगे चले. Vidit has already indicated. Yes, Vidit. Wait. Let me hear from others as well. I hope this must be clear to everyone. Yes, भाइयों बहनों, समझ में आ गया है? This is easy. Is this cat level? तिलक राज जी, अब मैं इस सवाल का क्या जवाब दूं? I have answered this so many times. I find this question to be ridiculous. Hoodie is looking nice. अरे बताया ना मुदित, ये पिछले साल का है. अभी the new one I just confirm. I just got a confirmation from our team that is in print and they will be delivering it. But anyway, thanks for the nice comment. Okay. Yes, it is so easy set. Okay, I'm moving to the next set now, and it's further simpler in my opinion. This is the only information. And this chart is the only information. Now this is actually very straightforward question. This you can call a UPSC exam or NMAT exam, or very easy question, very straightforward question, because this is the only information and based on this there are some questions. Yes, exactly same point Mudit as mentioned. Anyway, so please see this information and please confirm, is it visible properly or not? On my screen I can see it's fairly enough visible. It's fairly visible, है ना? So just let me recall. Yes, let me repeat the things which are mentioned here. So you can see the bar graphs here having the different shadings. Shadings may not be appropriately appearing, but they are representing rice, wheat, chili, and onion in that order only, right? In that order only. So rice is depicted by the first bar. In every month, you can see January, February, March, April, May, and June. So rice is depicted by the first bar, second bar depicts the wheat, and next one is chili, and then next one is onion, right? After that, it is a blank space. After that, it is blank space. It is not blank space, it is actually the line of 5 and 10. Okay, so the same order is followed in all the months, and the bar graph depicts a price in rupees per kilogram. It just shows you the price in rupees per kilogram. So Tejaswini says prices should have been written on the y-axis. Yes, they are mentioned, no? But this graph depicts that. I think I understand your point. Tejaswini, yes, it could have been mentioned there, but anyhow, so this bar graph is showing the price in rupees per kilogram. Prices are mentioned on y-axis only. Yes, this label could also have been shifted there, but anyhow, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, Nitya Rastog is asking, after giving iQuanta, do we have access to right answers if we did wrong? Why not? You are provided with full solutions, Nitya. Why won't answers will be provided? Anyway, okay, where are? These are not gaps, Aditya. They are just, these are the gaps. Anyway, gaps are equal or not, how does it matter? Anyway, so you can, I think it would be better, you can take a screenshot of this, and I'm showing you the questions now. How to know what is onion, what is chili? In that order, Kshitiz, I told you chili first and after that onion. I told you the difference here. So they are in that order only, chili first and then onion. So the third bar represents chili and then next one is onion. So chili, onion. So chili wala jo hai thoda sa zyada white hai in comparison to the onion, right? You can see here as well. So chili and then onion. Same with chili and onion like that. Or should I write? Let me write here. So this is rice, wheat, chili, onion. ठीक है, rice, wheat, chili, onion, rice, wheat, chili, onion, rice, wheat, chili, onion, rice, wheat, chili, onion, and also here rice, wheat, chili, onion. ठीक है, ओके. चिली का मार्च का प्राइस, चिली का मार्च का प्राइस, मार्च चिली, हाँ यस, अप्रोक्सीमेटली it's not exactly mentioned, na? It is between 5 and 10 and it's close to that middle value only. It's close to 7.5. So is it more than 7.5 or less or exactly? Don't know. Can't comment on that. Okay? Anyhow, I'm moving to questions now. I'm moving to questions. Not sneak peek exactly, I'm showing you questions. So I would recommend all of you, you can take a screenshot of this image. This is only information. And now based on this image, we have to answer the questions. Right? Based on this image only, we have to answer the questions. I'm moving to the questions now. So here is the question number 1 and question number 2. Question number 1 and question number 2. They're quite easy questions. Of course, you need to refer to the bar graph there. And no, I can't, Tejaswini. I can't change anything. That's why I asked you to take a screenshot of that. Anyhow, you can just slide back your video bar and you will be able to see the previous slide. Hai na? Okay, I'm seeing the answer by Elite Cricket Knowledge. He says answer is option B for the first one. Saroni also says same. The first two questions, first answer them. After that, I shall move to the next slide. Yes, everyone, I'm asking you. All of you are supposed to answer the question number 1 and question number 2, which are shown on this slide. Okay, so most of you are writing option B for the first one and C for the second one. Still very less number of students have answered. I wish every one of you should get the best scores. So don't be lethargic. There are a lot of benefits of technology, of course, that all of you are gathered together and we are discussing so many questions, so many things. But one biggest drawback of technology which I see is that students see a lot of solutions, but they hardly solve using their own intelligence and their senses, hands and legs and all. You need to solve it with your own hands. Okay, most of you are writing same. First question for B and second C. But Mudis is saying second के लिए D. अरे, Tejaswini is saying B and B. So in second question, I am seeing the different answers by different students. But in the first question, almost everyone, I guess everyone is saying option B. Okay, I think let's check now. In the second question, yes, again, Mudit also says option D and Pushkar also is saying option D for the second question. So in second question, there is a confusion. Some are saying C, some are saying D. But for the first question, almost everyone is saying option B. Let's check both the questions first. So it says, which of the following statement is correct? I'm seeing the first question. It says, price of rice. अच्छा बन गया ना, price of rice. Price of rice is maximum in May. तो हमें राइस का प्राइस देखना है कब मैक्सिमम है, इज इट इन मे और नॉट. लेट्स चेक आउट. तो राइस का प्राइस गुड. तो राइस का प्राइस, राइस कहां पे है? राइस इज द फर्स्ट वन. सो राइस इज द फर्स्ट वन. तो मैक्सिमम कब है? मई में है क्या? नहीं भैया, मई से ज्यादा तो जून में है. सो दिस फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज सर्टेनली इनकरेक्ट. दिस इज नॉट करेक्ट. ओके, चेकिंग द सेकंड वन. इन ऑल द मंथ्स प्राइस ऑफ अनियन इज लेस देन दैट ऑफ चिली. So price of onion is less than that of chili. Let's check. Price of onion is less than chili. So onion is less than chili. So onion is less than chili. Yes. Onion is less than chili. Yes. Onion less than chili. Yes. Onion less than chili. Yes. Onion less than chili. Yes. Yes. So it is certainly yes, right? So big yes to this option. So none of these can't be the answer. Option A has already been negated. So certainly option B must be the answer. But still, for your safety, if you wish, we can check the third statement as well. So it says the price of wheat is minimum in January. Price of wheat is minimum in January. Wheat is the second one. It's minimum in January. So January से कम तो भैया February में ही दिख रहा है, right? So there is no contention with that. Obviously, it is wrong. So first question, there is no doubt. Option B is the right answer. Moving to the next one. Okay, we are checking the second one. We are checking second question now, in which I can see the different answers. Some are saying B, some are saying C, some are saying D. Okay, हाँ दो का D होना चाहिए. काफी लोग बोल रहे हैं. Let's check now. It says months of May and June differ from the rest of months. Okay, differ from the rest of months 4. So 3 options are mentioned and none of these is also there. Okay, so if any one of them satisfies, so option D तो खत्म हो जाएगा of course. So let's check out. तो मई और जून बाकी महीनों से कैसे डिफरेंट हैं? तो फर्स्ट सेज प्राइस ऑफ अनियन इज लेस देन चिलीज. तो मतलब बाकियों में ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. ऑब्वियस थिंग इज दैट, राइट? प्राइस ऑफ अनियंस इज लेस देन दैट ऑफ चिलीज. सो प्राइस ऑफ अनियन इज लेस देन दैट ऑफ चिलीज. तो प्राइस ऑफ, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मई एंड जून, राइट? हाँ, इन मई एंड जून. तो प्राइस ऑफ अनियन इज लेस देन चिलीज. तो प्राइस ऑफ अनियन लेस देन चिलीज सब में था ना. वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन दैट पार्ट वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन. तो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज सर्टेनली इनकरेक्ट. Option A is certainly incorrect. Second, price of rice is more than 8 per kilogram. Price of rice is more than 8 per kilogram in these 2 months. मतलब बाकियों में more than 8 नहीं होना चाहिए, right? Let's check out that. So May June में we are talking about price of rice. So rice का price in May June it is more than 8. So rice, yes, it is more than 8, and yes, this is also more than 8 because it was 10. So that is fine, but बाकी महीनों में 8 से ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. So what about this? तो 5 का 7.5 तो बीच में आ जाएगा, right? 7.5 तो बिल्कुल बीच में आएगा. What about 8? It is certainly much higher than that. Isn't it? 2.5 है ना, तो 2.5 में तो it's close to 9. So it's more than 8. Isn't it? भाई इसको हम 7.5 बोल रहे थे, close to 7.5. So 7.5 और 10 के बीचों बीच 8.75 आएगा ना. तो it is certainly is close to 9. So this is certainly not correct, right? This is not correct. So that means second statement is also not correct, right? And third one, price of wheat is more than 8 per kilogram. Okay, now we are talking about wheat in May and June. तो again बाकी महीनों में नहीं होना चाहिए, यहाँ पर होना चाहिए. Let's check. तो price of wheat is more than 8 per kilogram. तो wheat का price मई जून में yes it is more than 8 for sure, और यहाँ पे भी yes it is close to 9, so it is certainly more than 8 for sure, but in other months it should not be. तो यहाँ तो ये नहीं है certainly, ये लगभग बीच के बराबर ही 7.5 से कुछ कम ही है. Same way here also, same way here as well. But what about this? Yes, it is less than 9, so it is close to 8 only. It is close to 8 only, so it is not more than 8, right? We can go for that. It is not more than 8. So this statement seems to be correct, isn't it? This statement seems to be correct, and because actual values are not given, so we should go for this option C. So this is the closest option which is certainly true. So we cannot safely say none of these. So D would be an assumption. So option C should be marked here. I hope that makes sense. ठीक है ना? So option A was certainly not the right answer. Option B also we identified it is certainly not correct, but option C is the closest one. So this should be certainly marked. ठीक है? I hope that's fine. ठीक है? There are 2 more questions, I guess. Let's move to the next slide now. Yes, question 3 and 4. So please solve these also. Yes, Tejaswini. That's why I said it is closest. So when values are not exactly mentioned, then we need to take the closest values. And but still, for safety purpose, if you are not very sure, then you can leave the question. It would be better, rather than choosing any wrong option or something. In that case, it would be better to leave. Anyhow, in this case, it was quite close, so that's why we took that. Palak, we already discussed the second option. Option B was certainly not true because the other values were more than 8. Na? That's what we saw. Anyhow, let's check this part. Question 3 and question 4. Okay, I can see many answers, and Kasturi writes option C for third and D for fourth, but Manish Agrawal says something different. Okay, let's check now. Anna answers. Yes, Anna answers already received. Let's see quickly. The first one says, third one says, which month saw the maximum combined price of all the items? Acha, and see, and now it's a very good thing here. We just need to check these three options, right? January, April, or May, and none of these. मतलब कि इनके अलावा there is some other month, right? There is some other month other than these three. Let's check that, check out. And again, we have to just go by the approximate values. We don't have the exact values. Yes, we don't have the exact values. We need to go by that. Let's see. Let's check out. So total combined price we are talking about, and January, April, May, maximum किस में है? That we need to see. January, April, May, or something else. So January, April, May. See, this is 10. If you look closely, ये तो पूरा 10 है यहाँ पे, and ये जितना ज्यादा है ये इतने में फिट आ जाएगा. इससे ज्यादा है ये इतना कुछ कम है. So it is approximately close to 40, नहीं? This total looks out to be 40 in January, and this is certainly much less. तो इसका तो कोई बात ही नहीं, इसको तो जाने दो. This is again much less, जाने दो. अच्छा, कौन कौन से ऑप्शन थे हमारे पास? January, April and May. Okay, so February, March are certainly not in the contention. April, May या किसी में और ज्यादा है तो, right? तो यहाँ पे तो 40 दिख रहा था, and I think this is much more. Yes, this is certainly more than 40. Why? Because यहाँ पे जितना गैप है इन दोनों को ऐड भी कर दूंगा तो this value is certainly more. So this is certainly more than 40. This is certainly more than 40. What do you say, right? April is again less than 40, so let's leave that also. Isn't it? We're talking about the combined price, so we are just adding the bar graphs. So I'm not calculating the actual values. I know this length is depicting the length of the 10 rupees per kg part. And so these gaps here, even if combined, it will fall shorter than this extra height, right? That's how we are sure it is more than 40. And what about this part? Again, we can see this is certainly less. This total height is same, but this dip here is less. So this is certainly more than even this part. It is greater more than 40. So certainly June must be having the highest, isn't it? हाँ, तो answer would be none of these, right? Answer would be none of these. Because in the answer options we were having January, April, May, and none of these. So if it is none of these, because June is having the maximum combined cost or price. ठीक है ना? Yes, exactly. So option D would be the right choice. So it says which month saw the maximum combined price of all the items? January, April, May, or none of these. So yes, none of these is the right answer. ठीक है? Akuma, in graph it's 12 knot. What 12 knot बेटा जी? कहाँ की बात कर रहे हो 12 knot? 12 कहाँ पे दिया है? अच्छा, this is 12. ये गड़बड़ लिखा है यार ये. चलो जो भी हो. अच्छा. Oh, I got your point. This is incorrect. Leave that. अरे जाने दो उसको. When we are talking about graph तो ऐसा थोड़ी ना होगा यहाँ पे इतना इतना वहाँ पे कम कर दिया, वो लिखने में गड़बड़ हुआ है. हाँ वो it's wrong. It's certainly wrong. It's incorrect. It's incorrect. Otherwise the whole thing would be changing. So in a graph that doesn't make any sense here. So we are discarding that. We are taking to be 15 only in the same order. ठीक है? Otherwise the things will change. By the way, that's a nice catch, Kuma. It's a nice catch. Anyway, let's see the last question now. It says of the 4 given commodities, how many have seen a drop in price for 2 consecutive months? Okay, this is again very easy. We just need to see कि 2 consecutive बार drop हुआ हो. So in how many such commodities? Let's check out. So let's check out R first. R में drop, yes, and again yes. So R is there. So there is no need to check out further. So there are 2 consecutive drops in 2 months. It's dropped here, it is further dropped here. So R is certainly the one which qualifies. What about W? W is a drop here and here. No, it doesn't seem to be drop, right? So this part doesn't qualify, and here it's certainly not. W doesn't qualify, right? W doesn't qualify. And what about C? So C, it is a drop here and it is again a drop here. So आगे check करने की requirement ही नहीं है. There are 2 consecutive drops in the 2 consecutive months. So C is certainly there. And the last part, O, if I check, so O, yes, it is a drop here and it is again a drop here. So 2 consecutive drops are there, so that's sufficient. So O also. So R, C, and O. Rice, chili, and onion, they qualify, right? So yes, 3. Is it fine? Yes, chili, onion, and rice, exactly. So R, C, O, fine. So 3 would be the answer for this. That is option D. So yes, D and D would be the answer. Okay, I guess that's enough for today. And the next part we'll be solving in the next session. I guess we have another session on Sunday as well, and there we'll be solving more sets. Okay, that's all for the day. Let's end here only. One more set बाद में करते हैं आगे in next set, and it's good that there were some easier set and all of you were also able to do faster. So we are able to solve the 2 sets here. The same thing is there in the examination also. When you have a lengthier set, it will take more time. But when you have an easy set, so you need to identify that and you will be able to solve them faster. Okay? So अगला part हम next time करते हैं. Yes, it is on Sunday. So we will see again and we will have more tussles with numbers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, short marathon था. Marathon नाम रख दिया. Marathon नाम रखने से आप ज्यादा लोग आ जाओगे. This is marketing. That's marketing. आदित्य अगली क्लास में यूज करेंगे ना भाई. हमारी कंटेंट टीम बहुत रोती है भाई कंटेंट बनाने में. We'll solve it together. By the way, you have enough material already. Fine. Thank you very much. And 15 लेकर solve करेंगे the prize. Okay. Good night. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So I'll be ending the live stream here. Thank you once again. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Good night. Hare Krishna. And I'm stopping this live stream.